Talking Loud Keish. Yeah. Talking Loud Keish. Yeah.
What's up, people? So we gonna talk about the Oprah Winfrey documentary about Russell Simmons' accuser. In this clip here that I'm going to go show you guys, I'm going to show you guys both 50 Cent's response as well as Russell Simmons' response to this whole documentary. 50 Cent and Russell Simmons is totally not with it at all. There's sexual misconduct allegations that had been made against Russell Simmons. So Oprah is basically she's going to be the executive producer for a new documentary that's going to be focusing on this is what they say, a brilliant former music executive who grapples with whether to go public with her story of assault and abuse by a notable figure in the music industry. The publication reports that the person at the focus of this film is Drew Dixon. She's speaking with she had spoke with the New York Times back in December 2017. She's accusing Russell Simmons of raping her in his Manhattan apartment in 1995. The film that's going to be coming out, it will be reportedly live on Apple TV after premiering at the 2020 Sundance Film Festival. So it is described as an examination of race, gender, class, and intersectionality, and the toll assaults take on their victims and society at large. So a lot of people are like, what is going on? I, for one, am too. Like, why would Oprah put her hands into something like this after everything that she had went through with the whole Michael Jackson situation? It says that Oprah is going to be serving as an executive producer for the documentary, but they don't list Dixon, one of at least 17 women who've accused Simmons of varying degrees of sexual misconduct. The LA Times sources made the claim that Dixon will be the focus of the documentary. Dixon says she had left Def Jam only to be harassed by L.A. Reid at another record label job. From there, she attended Harvard in pursuit of a business degree. In a statement to the Times, Russell Simmons had denied the allegations of Dixon and the two other women who accused him of sexual misconduct as well at the time. The documentary will premiere at the Sundance Film Festival in Chicago between January 23rd and February 2nd, 2020. So, this is what 50 Cent had to say about this situation. He put up an Instagram post a couple days ago, and this is what he said. And it's a picture of Russell Simmons and Oprah Winfrey standing together, and 50 Cent says, "I don't understand why Oprah is going after black men. No Harvey Weinstein, no Epstein, just Michael Jackson and Russell Simmons. This shit is sad." Gail hit R. Kelly with the Death Blow documentary. Every time I hear Michael Jackson, I don't know whether to dance or think about little boys' butts. These documentaries are publicly convicting their targets. It makes them guilty till proven innocent. So that's what 50 Cent had noted on this situation. I think he also, let me just real quick. It says there was a report. 50 Cent posted this also on his Instagram. It says 50 Cent slams Oprah for only going after black men accused of sexual assault. So 50 Cent goes in and he says, "I just want to know why she is only going after her own, when it's clear the penalties have been far more extreme for African American men." So this is what 50 Cent is putting in his post, and this is what he's got to say about the whole situation. He also put up a post which I had seen Snoop Dogg also post too, and it's a picture and it shows Bill Cosby, Jeffrey Epstein, I forget what that guy's name is, but then Weinstein, R. Kelly, and Donald Trump. Spacek. The guy's name is Spacek. His last name is Spacek. But underneath 50 Cent that says, "You think Oprah don't notice how this shit is playing out?" It's crazy. And someone else had noted underneath, they said they should all be doing the same prison time. And it's true. There's accusations about all these guys and what's going on as far as their sexual misconduct towards females. One of the guys who they say were raping some of these females. So now here's what Russell Simmons had to say in his lengthy Instagram post. Russell Simmons, he goes in to say, let me pull this back up. It's lengthy. Bear with me. Now he's on Instagram as Uncle Rush. Uncle Rush. Dearest Oprah, you have been shining light to my family and my community, contributing so much to my life that I couldn't list a fraction of it in this blog. I have given you the power of meditation and the groundbreaking book, The Power of Now. We bonded, to say the least. This is why it's so troubling that you chose me to single out in your recent documentary. I have already admitted to being a playboy more, and in brackets he says, appropriately titled today, womanizer, sleeping with and putting myself in more compromising situations than almost any man I know. Not 8 or 14,000 like Warren Beatty or Wilt Chamberlain, but still an embarrassing number. So many that some could reinterpret or reimagine a different recollection of the same experiences. Please note that your producer said that this upcoming doc was to focus only on 3 hand-chosen women. I have refused to get in the mud with any accusers, but let's acknowledge what I have shared. I have taken and passed 9 3-hour lie detector tests, taken for my daughters. That these stories have been passed on by CNN, NBC, BuzzFeed, New York Post, New York Magazine, and others. Now that you have reviewed the facts, and you should have learned what I know, that these stories are unusable and that hurt people hurt people. Today I received a call from an old girlfriend from the early 1980s, which means that they are using my words evidence against me in their commitment. All of the claims are 25 to 40 years old. It is impossible to prove what happened 40 years ago. But in my case, proof exists of what didn't happen. Mostly signed letters from their own parents, siblings, roommates, band members, interns, and in the case of 2 of your 3 accusers, their own words in their books. Shocking how many people have misused this important, powerful revolution for relevance and money. Maybe you should name your documentary Flavor of Love. In closing, I am guilty of exploiting, supporting, and making the soundtrack for a grossly unequal society. But I have never been violent or forced myself on anyone. Still, I am here to support a necessary shift in power and consciousness. Let us get to work on uplifting humanity and put this moment and old narrative behind us. And in that, he got a lot of support from a lot of people. That right there, guys, is your latest update on the whole Oprah Winfrey documentary against Russell Simmons. It's happening again. It's happening again. Till next video, guys.
TalkinLoudWithKeish. Yeah. TalkinLoudWithKeish. Yeah. TalkinLoudWithKeish. Yeah.